Hello, everybody, and welcome back into the Coca-Cola Coliseum. A special game for you this afternoon. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins, and this Coca-Cola Remix Special. Linus Ullmark gets the start for Boston. Ilya Samsonov gets the start for the Toronto Maple Leafs as we're ready to get it going here from Coca-Cola Coliseum. And here comes the opening face-off to center ice. And we are officially underway as the puck drops here in Coca-Cola. Here's the first shot of the game. Drop pass. Bergeron stopped in tight by Samsonov. Matthews tries to center that. Turned over, a shot blocked to the goal. Riley has it for Toronto. Brings it up the right wing side and flips it down into the Boston zone. In behind the goal it goes for Nylander. Looks at front, center that, and ticked off the pad of Ullmark and back to center ice. Here come the Bruins over the line. Looking, shooting. That's off a leg and into the corner. Picked up and played ahead for Austin Matthews. He has speed and takes off. Matthews to the net. And that one's snatched up by Ullmark. Play down for Grizzly. Here come the Bruins trying to get out of the zone. Matthews battles for it. That's played ahead for Brad Marchand on the right wing and in. Step to the net. That's kicked down by Samsonov and cleared off the boards and back down the Boston ice. Not enough for icing. Picked up by McAvoy in his own zone. He'll center that for Bergeron. Bruins have it here inside their own zone as they'll bring it to center, and now ahead for Pastrnak. One-on-one with Hall. His shot stopped by Samsonov. Came out free. Hall to the net. Great save. He scores! Taylor Hall puts it to the net. He cleans up the rebound. And the Boston Bruins open the scoring here in the first. 7:08 in. That's all it takes. A broken play, and guess who gets to the puck first? Taylor Hall, and he gets his own rebound as the Leafs are nowhere to be found. Boston has the lead here in the Remix Classic. A great goal. Taylor Hall will get the goal here for Boston. Face off back to center ice. Picked up here. And it's won back by Boston. They control it center. Carlos spins. He'll play that for Riley. Up ahead and inside. Drop pass. That's off a stick and back out of the Toronto zone. Tavares tries to poke it further. Here's Hall. Back across to Pavel Zacha. He'll drop for Carlo, in front for Riley, and that's stopped by Samsonov. Right at his chest. Loose. That's put back to the goal and knocked aside. Now again from behind, the Bruins setting up. One of the best teams in the league right now, actually at the top of the standings. Here's Smith, as the Leafs are in the middle of the standings. Here's Zacha to the net, kicked out. Loose in front, and Hall. Stopped again by Samsonov. Hall looking for his second. Brody, Leafs can't get it out. Giordano for Yarncroke, and finally they do. Yarncroke back into the Boston zone. That takes a tick off the boards, and in behind the goal where Riley will play it for Boston. Picked up and played for Smith. Up ahead for Zacha on the wing. Here come the Bruins one-on-one. Shot stopped. It came out in front, but the Bruins can't clean the rebound. Off the boards and back into the Boston zone again. Carlo. He'll center that for Zacha. Here come the Bruins on the right wing. Big bump, and it's picked by Giordano. Brody to Tavares. Leafs setting up in their own zone. Brody ahead. Here's Kerfoot. Fired into the Boston zone and into the corner. They chase after it. Carlo. Here come the Bruins. Played up for Foligno on the right wing, and he'll turn that over to Tavares. Brody brings it in. He has Tavares with him. The pass for Kerfoot. Missed his reach, and he'll come back out by Boston. Foligno on the wing. That's played back Tavares. Riley, that's off a skate. DeBrusque through center. One-on-one with Samsonov, and Riley back to defend. Picked up again. Bruins are going to get a power play late here in the first period with a 1-0 lead. 2:24 to go here in the first. 1-0 Bruins. Well, this is all you got to do if the Boston Bruins, they put that pressure on, and they will get the first power play of the night on a tripping minor against Morgan Riley. So here we go, the Bruins on the power play. Face off to the left side of the Leaf goal. Here's the draw. Ready again. And it's one back, and Hall tries to get a shot to the net. That one doesn't find a way. Played back for Giordano. On the right wing, he'll bring it ahead for Toronto. Giordano takes a bump and goes to the corner. Bruins have it here. That's Engvall after it. Toronto looking for a short-handed look, maybe. Marchand. David Kampf is back. He turned it over. Hall has to get in position. Marchand looks to center that. Bergeron loose. Good play by Engvall to get it back. Shot to the net, kicked away. Loose in front, it just slides to the paint. They get it back, and Samsonov fights it off. Still free in front. Camp has it for Toronto for Giordano, and back down the Boston ice it goes. Wide of the goal, chasing after it is Engvall. He'll drop that back for Giordano. Tries to center it in tight quarters, and the Leafs take it down. A penalty coming to Boston. Brody off the boards for Camp. He'll fire it in. It's knocked down by the Bruins, and the Leafs will go to the power play, with just 3.9 seconds to go in the first. So now the Leafs on their first power play of the night. Boston can't convert. They had some good looks, though. As the faceoff comes to the left side of the Boston net here, Austin Matthews to take the draw. Here it comes. One back by the Bruins, and they pick it up off the draw. Frederick is there. He'll clear, and that'll do it for one. The Boston Bruins will bring a 1-0 lead into the locker room through one period of play here this afternoon from the Coca-Cola Coliseum. Good first period for Boston. Really good pressure. They got the puck to the net. They created chances, and that's what has them in front through one. Taylor Hall at the only goal. He had another look to get his second, and Samsonov stayed with him. Your stats through that first period of play. Shots on goal are 12-1 Boston. The hits are 1 aside. Face-offs 3-1 Bruins. Power plays Boston 0-1. Toronto on the power play for 1:57 to start the second. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight from Coca-Cola Coliseum, as the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins ready to get it going again. One back by Matthews. Just started the period. Played ahead for Marner. Marner looks back. He'll find Matthews to pass a bad one. Bruins are there with Foligno, and here he comes shorthanded. Riley has to get back and defend. He did. Nylander too far the pass. There's McAvoy back for Foligno through center. Marner back to defend again. Toronto has the puck back on their power play again finally, as Foligno chases after Matthews. A great job done. Hooked ahead by Nylander and back out. Seconds running down on the Leaf power play. It's cleared off the boards and back out. Tavares centers that for Riley. Here come the Leafs finally setting on the power play. Drop pass for Marner. He's in. He couldn't get a shot to the goal. It's loose. And Allmark will cover for Boston. Just 14 seconds left in the minor against the Bruins. And a 1-0 lead still here in this game this far. That was only the second shot on goal for Toronto in this game. Not much put to the net. The Bruins with a great defensive core this year. It's really hard to break through. Bruins clear it down the ice. They'll do it for the Leaf power play. Both power plays 0-1. Picked up here by Riley. Far pass for Matthews. Here's Austin Matthews. Looks for a lane. Still has a man on him. Winds up and shoots. And that one fought off. Marner drops that back. That's turned over in the Bruins. Zacha will get it out. Here's Zacha. Leafs all over him. And Marner gets it free for Toronto. Picked back up by the Bruins again. Riley through center. In over the line. Step to the net. Stopped by Samsonov. Good look for the Bruins there. That's poked ahead. Matthews for Tavares. And back out come the Leafs. Here's Tavares through center, firing it into the Boston zone that goes around. Nylander meets it on the far side. Kick back for Matthews. In for Marner. Shot for the goal. Easily handled there by Allmark. Here's Carlo. Toronto's been kept to the outside in the game so far. Here's Bergeron down the middle. And the Leafs got back on him. Marner just about halfway. He'll fire it down for Toronto. Goes in behind. After it goes Avi Cabell. Avi Cabell has that again. Drops it back for Matthews. He'll center that over, and a bad pass comes out of the zone. Picked up by Bergeron along the boards. He'll be chased. Hall gets that further. Zacha for Boston here along the boards. He'll spin. And that's turned over and played for Avi Cabell. Avi Cabell brings it inside. He'll drop for help, and Marner, and that shot goes high and over the net. Camp has that back. Drop pass. Here's Hall. He shoots. That one. Oh, it slides just wide. Great save by Allmark. Just keeps it out. Here's Riley through center. Picked up by David Kampf. The Leafs inside again. Kampf. Line changes as here's Coyle, finds himself alone. Stopped by Samsonov. Lucy made another. Great saves on Charlie Coyle. Bruins are getting some great looks in this game, and great goaltending by Ilya Samsonov. Here's Giordano, plays that for Zach Aston-Reese, and here come the Leafs in over the line. Zach Aston-Reese to the net. He's stopped by Allmark. Camp drops that back to the point and goes all the way back down the Toronto ice. Samsonov will play it to the corner for Brody. He'll find help in Kampf, and here come the Leafs up the right wing side. David Kampf with some speed. He gets by. Drops it front for some help. Giordano, and he fired that high. Misses the reach. Leafs going after it in the corner here. Boston still has the puck. Here's DeBrusque. Down the right wing side. Through the middle. Looks for a Centering pass, a drop pass back to Grizzly, in for McAvoy. Good play by a shot there, blocked in front. Loose, they score! The Boston Bruins may have just put this game to bed. 2-0. And it comes late here in the second period. It is Nick Foligno, the former Leaf, who gets the goal. Yeah, great goal for the Boston Bruins. They just put it to the net. They create opportunities. Toronto has not done much in this hockey game. And it has been kind of hard to watch as a Leaf fan today. Draw one back, picked up here by Grizzly. Here's McAvoy, centers that for Marchand on the right. Taken by Brody. Leafs have it here. The pass too far. Here's Grizzly. Bruins have that. Centering pass to Brad Marchand. Up the boards. Here's Tavares. He'll battle for it and does poke it out for Toronto. Centering pass back for Bergeron. Ahead for Marchand. He'll look. Waits. Drop pass in front for Bergeron. It goes wide, and that'll do it through two. The Boston Bruins a 2-0 lead through 40 minutes of play here through Coca-Cola Coliseum. Shots a goal in the game are 15-7. Bruins a 2-0 lead through two. Hits one aside, face us 5-2 Boston. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Toronto has to do something. We head to the third, 2-0 Bruins. Welcome into the third period here this afternoon in the Remix Classic from Coca-Cola Coliseum. 1 period to go. 2-0 Boston. Here's the pass ahead for Matthews. Turned over, got it back through the middle. In over the line, still has men on him. Looks, he shoots and scores! Austin Matthews, a vintage rip, brings Toronto within one. It's 2-1. Just 48 seconds into the third. So Austin Matthews sparks the Leaf fans here in Toronto. It's 2-1. Austin Matthews with another for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But what does he do best? Obviously score goals, and it's a 1-goal game. Here's Marner. Has it here. He'll center that. Matthews again. He scores! Austin Matthews! 2 quick rips, and just like that, the game is tied. So a big goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Austin Matthews doubles down. And it is a 2-2 game here in the third period. Now the Bruins just had 2-0 lead to start the period. And Austin Matthews just has that spark to start the period and puts the puck to the net. Marner bumped along the boards. Bergeron has it for Boston. Grizzly through center. Marchand back. And here is Bergeron in the corner, dropping for help. Here's Marchand, kicked away by Samsonov. Nylander far pass for Marner. Here comes Toronto with the puck again. Marner down the boards. He'll drop that back for some help. Hall steps in. He'll center that pass. And then there's only Bruins in the way there as they get it back for Boston. Centering pass for Pastrnak. He'll bring it in. Great step to the net, but Riley got around him. Kept in by Bergeron. Pastrnak stopped loose, and a great save. Samsonov got across to rob him. Here's Kerfoot for Toronto up the right wing side. They're after him. Kerfoot to the net. And that one didn't have a chance. Tavares back. Yard croak. And Olmark snatches that and holds on for Boston. 2-2 here in the third. 12:44 to go from Coca-Cola Coliseum. What a game here from Coca-Cola. This has been a fun one. My goodness. Austin Matthews comes into the third and shoots away at the Boston net and finds ways to score. Here's Tavares. He'll bring it in for the Leafs. Makes his step to the net. Tavares. That's kicked away. McAvoy has it here. Kept in by the Leafs. Big hit. Kerfoot after it in the corner. He'll get it free. Kerfoot in front for Tavares. He scores! John Tavares! The captain steps in, puts it home, and gives Toronto the lead. Their third goal of the third period. So Coca-Cola erupts here in the third period. Toronto with 3-goal spot for a 3-2 lead. Here's Kerfoot. He'll spin at center. Still had the puck. Now it's picked up by Hall. Has a goal already tonight. Off his stick. It's kept in by Grzelcyk to the net. Stopped in front by Samsonov. They have it again. A lot of blue bodies in the crease right now. Bruins center it to the corner for Hall. Back in front for Zacha. He fans on the shot. Yarncrook back ahead for Justin Hall. Hall taken down by McAvoy. Here's McAvoy in his own zone. Boston, the clock is on their side right now in terms of the scoreboard. It's picked up here by Hall. He'll play that back in the Boston zone again. That's centered ahead, and here's Smith on the left side. Riley back, big hit. Avi Cabell. Here's Hall, centers for Zach Aston Reese. 6 minutes to play. Toronto will fire that down into the Boston zone. In deep, Camp pokes it further. Bruins after it. Here's Camp, and that slides to Ullmark, and he'll hold on with 5:03 left to go. Toronto 3, Boston 2 from Coca-Cola Coliseum. Face-off will come here to the left side of the goal. David Camp to take it for Toronto. And it is won back by Carlo. In for Riley. Has it in front of his net. Now gets it ahead on the wing for David Pastrnak. The Leafs have it. Avi Cabell. Here's David Camp, and he'll fire it down into the Boston zone. That takes a weird bounce around. Zach Aston-Reese meets it, pass in front. That shot is blocked, and the Bruins get it out to center. Bergeron with the puck here. 2.5 to go in the third period. Pastrnak inside, and plays that to the goal. Samsonov sends it free. Here's Avi Cabell. Back ahead, he'll look for help. Giordano, and that pass ahead will find help in Camp. Here's Giordano. He scores! He picks the left corner from the far side. And Toronto with a 4-goal third. With just 1:26 left, it's 4-2. A huge goal for Mark Giordano. That's his first of the year, and Toronto's up 4-2. Face-off back to center ice. Austin Matthews, his line on the ice. He got it started. 2 early goals in the third period to bring the Leafs within even terms as Pastrnak centers for Bergeron. Empty net for Boston. Centered in front. Drop pass. Riley stopped by the glove of Samsonov. Brody clears. That does get out. Marner's after Riley for it. Mitch Marner has it here. He'll drop back for Matthews, and he scores to the empty net for a hat-trick goal. 5-2 lead. Coca-Cola got rocking here tonight. 2-0. It was 1-0 Boston through 1. 2-0 Boston through 2. The Leafs storm into the third with a 5-goal outing. It is 5-2. Pass to Matthews. Here he is again. He shoots. And that's stopped by Ullmark. Plays that down for Riley. Here's Pastrnak. Bruins bring it out again with the clock running down here in Coca-Cola. Matthews pickpockets Pastrnak. Pastrnak centered to the front. Bergeron stopped by Samsonov. Here's Brody, and the Leafs turn the other way. Seconds running down. Here's Brody, looks, finds Matthews again! And that shot is blocked. Great play by Boston. And it comes back out. 16 seconds left. Here's Mitch Marner back in for Toronto. He'll take a bump. Nylander to the corner boards. In front for Matthews to the net! And he just missed. What a backhand try. He took down a Bruin, and that's going to be a penalty. 5.4 seconds left. The Bruins will go to the power play. Face off to the right side of the Leaf net. Here's the draw. One back by Camp. Giordano has it. Back to Camp again, and he will fire it down the ice. And the Maple Leafs will win the Remix Classic 5-2 over the Boston Bruins. A 5-goal third period. What an outing for the Leafs. Austin Matthews records a hat-trick, his first of the year. And the Leafs get the job done tonight. Now, when we talk about these situations in hockey, the Maple Leafs just did absolutely nothing to the first 2 periods of play. Boston held Toronto to 1 shot that first period. They dominated that first period, scoring a goal. Went into the second period, dominated the second, scoring a second goal. 2-0 Boston through 2, and then Austin Matthews, 2 quick rips in the third, gets Toronto even. They eventually take off. Tavares gets the winning marker. Giordano adds on, and then Matthews again with the empty net for the hat trick. Toronto overcomes Boston in their first meetup this year, 5-2 in the Remix Classic from Coca-Cola Coliseum. Until next time, the Halloween game, be ready for that. October 31st at 4 p.m., the Toronto Maple Leafs take on the Winnipeg Jets in Winnipeg for a Halloween showdown, followed by the Marlies and the Laval Rocket in Laval, another Halloween showdown. That's coming your way October 31st.